Happy Halloween, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I thought we'd do a little something fun for the Halloween. Just happened to have a little over 200 subscribers, yay me, and a little over 200 videos. So I thought I would feature my fun rifle today, and then at the end of the video, we're going to shoot it. So this, I guess, would be called like a recce rifle, an SPR rifle. You hear a million names for it. But what this one is a swamp rifle. I built it specifically for hunting, even though Pelosi says it destroys deer. We all know that's not true. Hunting in the swamps of Florida is unique. I carry two. I use a either a 5.56 pistol or a 300 blackout in a 10.5-inch AR pistol platform, or this. Last year this existed in a different configuration, so I've reconfigured it with some upgraded parts and have it now where it's kind of my forever rifle. So, up in the front we have a Surefire Warcomp Sport. It doesn't have the silencer adapter, so it's a little cheaper. Still was very expensive, but it's really weird. It's obviously a compensator, but it literally is the best compensator I've ever shot. The rifle just sits. I didn't expect that at all. And there is no flash that I can see with the naked eye. Anyway, so it's a nice muzzle device. And then we have the barrel, believe it or not, is a Palmetto State. It is a heavy contour 416 stainless. I purchased it as my first barrel, and it just proved to be so incredibly accurate. I've just kept it. It shoots outstanding. 16-inch, of course, low-profile gas block. Has a Wilson Combat 4-end. I have 3 of these. Love them. Short and long. Just a good quality 4-end at a reasonable price. This is the new Streamlight ProTac 2. It's 2,000 lumen. It's absolutely a beast. It's not really ideal for in a house, but in this application, it's fantastic because we have 5 acres. You know, there's a potential to have like a predator in the yard chasing our goats or something at night, or other things. Anyway, also have a Magpul front grip. I have it offset on 45 because I'm using an offset red dot sight. So it works for me. They're not for everybody, but for me, I find it to be actually as comfortable shooting it on the 45 with this setup as it is with the you know, just shooting straight up. But again, that's not for everybody, and I am left-handed, so actually in this situation the AR might be better for me, for a left-hander. Have a SIG Romeo 5 sitting on a Troy offset mount. It's a little small under there, but it's really stout. This is one of the new Steiner combat sights, the 5-power fixed prism. Absolutely love it. Not shot it a huge amount yet, but it's super clear, it's quick, the illumination is nice. I'll never put anything on top. That doesn't work for me. Some people don't mind coming up, but it just doesn't work for me. I like to use a battery assist device, bad lever. This is a Troy. I have a Magpul too. For a left-handed person and the way I shoot, and if we go to public ranges, you know, they're really big on safety, obviously. So range flags, open bolts, that kind of thing. So I use this mainly to lock the bolt back. It's primarily what it's for, but it does help, you know, in other situations. My favorite safety in the whole stinking world right here. This is an Odin Works flipper, whatever, 45 degree. It is absolutely awesome. I've got 2 of these, got another one coming. Works out really well. Spike Tactical Fang, I think they call it. It doesn't add much, but since it is for hunting, it does add a little bit of extra wider protection for like a stick coming in. But when I carry it, I tend to rest my finger here. No particular reason. I bought this thing cheap. The first one. This is not the first one I bought, but I really liked it, and so I've just stuck with it. And I like to have, you know, continuity throughout the platform. This is the only grip I use across. I have an 870 with one of these, minus the beaver tail. And then all 3 of my ARs use this grip right here. Magpul, this is the only stock I use. I like this because I can put batteries in here. Not, you know, so much that you need them, but if you're camping or hunting, or, you know, just as a go-to rifle, it's nice to have an extra set of batteries for a light, which you can't do that with this one. But, you know, like a AA, this uses a AAA, I think, so, I mean, you know, have an extra battery for that. It's normally empty, but it's nice to have the option. But I really like the cheek weld. It's really quiet, it doesn't rattle, and when I turn this on the 45, it works well for that. Let's take a look at the other side. A little rambly. This is the other side. This is the other side of the safety. I've got an enhanced forward assist lever. That's just something I got. Kind of like the looks of. Not really married to it per se. Regular mag release. The trigger. Now that's kind of unique. It's a Elfman tactical 3-gun, like 2 3/4 to 4.5 pound adjustable pressure, and that trigger is wow. I'm sure other triggers are just as good, but this is hands down the best trigger I've ever used. It's so clean, you can't detect any creep, and it resets before you even know it's reset. Absolutely crazy fast. This is a ultimate billet dust cover, I think, by CMMG. I get these in blue and then I paint them, of course. It's kind of a personal thing. The anti-rotation pin setup here is also from Elfman. Worked out really well. It's a little cumbersome to put in, but I like it because you could take this apart with a pocket knife and pop your trigger out and then put it right back in. Obviously it doesn't rotate, absorbs the tension, whatever. This is a Spikes Tactical. I like the angled one a little bit. It's nice because I go between 2-point and 1-point on my pistol platform, depending on, you know, if I'm just standing up next to a tree or whatever, hunting. But this works all right. The straight one might be a little bit better in some applications, but this works pretty well. I've got a Vickers Blue Force gear, convertible sling padded. I've had this now for, this will be going on the 3rd deer hunting season with it, I believe. Really nice sling. I use it on all mine. Here's the pressure pad for the light. Couldn't really figure out the best way to run the wires, but this works. But anyway, then let's take a look real quick at the lower receiver. Yep, it's a Palmetto State Armory, and it is just something I couldn't resist using. These were available for a short time, but yeah, kind of funny. The upper is a Fortis manufacturing billet, and the charging handle is a Radian Raptor Light, I believe, one of the Radians, and the bolt is a Wilson Combat bolt, one of their better bolts. And finally, for the finish, I'm kind of I like to play with them. So you can see the Wilson bolt. The bolt is covered with KG Industries gun coat. This is, or gun coat, gear coat. This is a molybdenum disulfide suspension and super epoxy, basically. Cuts down the wear. And the inside of the upper, I paint with the 1600 series gun coat nano ceramic. And I also paint the stem of the charging handle with the molybdenum disulfide coating, the gear coat it's called. And literally this thing pulls back, it's just like glass. It's so smooth, so clean. And what's interesting is when you take it apart to clean it, hit it with some gun scrubber and a nylon brush, and it just literally dissolves. There's no sticking at all of carbon at all. And this old configuration with the other upper I had with the bolt had about 700 or 800 rounds through it, and it still hadn't wore through the finish on the two, so technically they've never actually made metal to metal contact. I keep them oiled, and in fact, this has an oil bottle here in the bottom, because sometimes this, you know, may go for a month without shooting it or better. But I keep these oiled, and literally no wear, and it's just smooth as glass. So it's a pretty good way to go. Pretty inexpensive. I painted the whole rifle I've painted a bunch of rifles. This one probably took about 4 ounces of paint, so I've got like, you know, $35 in paint, the whole thing. Part of the year here in Florida, we can hunt small game in certain areas with center fire, basically, and that allows us to hunt pigs with full camouflage, which is really beneficial because the pigs in Florida know people. So it's nice to be able to get fully decked out in camo and do a little pig hunting. So, but anyway, also show you here, this is another little thing I do, the Magpul links. So in Florida, armor piercing in a handgun is illegal. So I have 2 other AR pistols. So this particular setup, I have light armor piercing, the LAP 855, 855, and here is what I call defensive. These are 75 grain Hornady Super Performance hollow point boat tails, and that's what I carry for hunting and you know, just general defensive ammo. So this is my normal loadout with this rifle. I don't carry an extra mag because obviously there's 2. You know, argument for being made for carrying armor piercing, whatever. But mainly I do this so that I do not screw up and carry this by accident in my pistols, and I also don't carry these clipped in my pistol so I don't make a mistake. P-Mags worked that good for me. So, but anyway, let's get set up here. I gotta let the light get a little bit better. Got some fun stuff set up on the range for us today, and we'll burn some ammo and have some fun. Be right back. The second part of the video, my first attempt at shooting. The AR didn't work so well. My video angle was screwy, so let's try it again. Thanks for watching.